Okay, let me just make sure that's showing up. There we go. All right. Welcome in, everybody. Hello, Pizza Girl Trixie. Hello, Beanie. Hello, Mocha. Hello, Sophie. Hello, Yuki. Yuki Onna. I'm only saying Yuki Onna because I do not fancy my chances of saying your Discord name. Because I've not tried that before. I've not said that word before. Because if I'm remembering correctly, it was based on Lovecraftian stuff, and I have next to no experience with Lovecraftian names. Uh, also, hello, Squid. Yeah, the name has caused no end of trouble in raid chats. Yep. I can't even be surprised, because I and many others just do not have much experience with Lovecraftian. HP Lovecraft moment. It's a cool name. It's just like when you're not exposed to it, sometimes you just don't know how to pronounce it. You saying that reminds you of the chatter in the Persona community. Wait, hold on. In what way? Because people really want the return. I'm gonna take a stab at it. Nyarlathotep. I think I got that. I would need confirmation. Lovecraft mentioned. Close enough. I was probably closer than some other people in their first attempt. Nyarleth Otep. There we go. Do you want me to tell you how well everyone did in the bingo? Oh, sure. Also, hi Zori. Welcome in. Sorry for missing the stream and lost my streak. No, it's okay. That's okay. I also did take a 1 day, actually 2 day break, because I just kind of forgot to do the extra stream on Saturday. But after, the whole break on Thursday, honestly, next time there is what was it? Next time there's a Game Fest or whatever that's going on. I should look into streaming that as well. Everyone, we missed the most important day. 6-7 day. I mean, I actually had a friend there who was celebrating their birthday yesterday as well, because, get this, they're actually born on June 7th. Unironically, their birthday is 6-7. Unironically. And I'm not joking. Oh, and there we go. Speaking of Game Fest, I went to kill Todd Howard my Todd Howard killing rock. Pastel's got 6 bingos. Hot damn! Honestly, the only reason I didn't get a bingo was just because it's while I have played Payday, like Payday 2 particularly, and a little bit of Payday 3, it just never really stuck with me too much. Maybe I just need friends to actually play it with, but you never know. I had a big fat steak earlier, and it's been a lazy day after a horrid nightmare. I give hugs. I give hugs to the Maddie. Barbecue lemon pepper chicken wings. Ooh. I've been fooled by the trickster Todd twice. I have lost all faith in him. I want BBW Khajiit titties, Todd. And this is why mods are important to Bethesda games. So people can have those BBW Khajiit titties. Give me big Khajiit naturals. Mods are Bethesda's lifeblood at this point. Pretty much. Like, at this point, it's like Bethesda's not really making games. They're basically just making a base for other people to add on to. Can't stay for long, but I hope you have a wonderful stream. Take care and much love to you. Okay, you take care, Zori. You have yourself a good rest of your evening. Give me BBW Argonians. The lusty BBW Argonian. I got Skyrim on sale and never bothered with Bethesda ever again. You know what? Understandable. Bethesda would make great TTRPG devs. Actually, now that I think about it. Really? Because it's like for that same point I think I just brought up where it's like they're great at building a base for other people to build off of. Payday Stealth is terrible, not because it's bad, but because it's fucking convoluted. Yeah, that about tracks. Because every time it's like I've tried to do something stealth related in what was it? Yeah, Payday, it just like it ended up being very convoluted. You go wild seeing how much homebrew exists for D&D just in my collection. I'm pretty sure your collection is just a fraction of all the homebrew stuff for D&D too. I say that, and I'd say this as like somebody who's never really played D&D outside of like one instance. And it's like from what I've seen with like homebrew D&D, there is a lot of it out there. A lot of it out there. Like I have seen people make expansion-based versions of D&D. Hell, I actually know somebody who's actually writing a campaign about it. Correction, 2 people. One of whom is actually in this chat right here. The other one is another mod who hasn't been here in ages. Because he's been busy writing music. And then he kind of just forgets. I'm extremely selective with my homebrew pile. Like in my current pile, I have like 5 major books, including like Expand D&D. I did an Awakening campaign, but for tabletop cyberpunk years ago. Oh, honestly, I kind of wonder how people are gonna modify that to fit the upcoming like cyberpunk red. Well, actually, I say that, and I'm pretty sure I know somebody who might do that if that's the way she wants to go about it. Also, hi J Bab, welcome in. All right, I think it's also about time I start booting up, getting Subnautica up here. I technically have, but it's more treated as a normal part of the world. Like stuff such as blueberry and extreme weight gain is just a thing that happens in my universe. Oh yeah, honestly, that is something like you're gonna do pretty well with in Cyberpunk because, like, particularly like if you're gonna be like treating it as like a kink that just exists in the world and all of that, like the foundation with Cyberpunk is kind of already been laid for you. D&D sounds fun. The last one I did was Shot with Monia, breaking into a Pepsi factory. Why am I not surprised that Monia was in a D&D campaign where she was breaking into a Pepsi factory? Why am I not surprised the girl who loves soda would do that in a D&D campaign? I'm not even surprised.
Welcome aboard,
Soda! And my thing, it was a downloaded virus that affected people differently based on how many implants they had. The more implants, the more energy was stored as fat. Oh, okay. That is actually cool. Oh, now I remember what it was I wanted to do. Do I have anything left over for... So obviously I have a lot of lead, and I have all the lead I need. What about for plasteel? Okay, so I have the diamond. I have the lead, but what about enameled glass? Enameled glass is probably going to be the one that's going to be... It's probably going to be the one that's going to take the most time to get. Right now my crew is partying in Obojima, or as we've come to call it, 4 lesbians and 2 guys on a road trip. You know what? That sounds about right. Last time I did D&D and I had a creative setting. Ooh, okay, right. Now I need to, I don't know what I gotta do. I gotta find quartz, and I gotta go find more stalker teeth. It was essentially if late 1800s European culture society crumbled and forced the entire society to rely on olden teachings and magic of the old. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. Okay, I'm done ranting. Oh yeah, payday. And stealth. This is what we call a difficulty tweak. The fucking stalker. Is that enough? I mean, it's probably is enough. I'm just gonna grab an extra, so I can have an extra piece of glass. I had a mod for Helldivers 2 that gave cyborgs cloaker voice lines. Oh right, cloaker! That's what they're called. Not stalker. Cloaker. Right. Sophia, I was wondering, I've been thinking more about streaming and what kind of Sona I'd want to use. Just want to ask, what was the design process behind your VTuber Sona? Oh, okay. So I can actually go into a fair bit of detail on this, just as a general thing as well, because I actually do have a bit of a side passion with character designing as well. So a lot of the stuff that's here, I can start easily with the vampire stuff because that was actually decided long before I even wanted to do VTubing here. So, way back around like 2017, 2018, around there, I'm trying to remember how long ago this was. I was when I kind of like first started to really get into the idea of vampires and all of this. Stemming a little bit from when I would play World of Warcraft, and I actually played as a Death Knight, which is basically it's an undead warrior and knight. You got the heavy armored sword, but you also use magic and all of that. At the same time, I was also starting to get into Skyrim, and I actually kind of wanted to figure out how I could play sort of like this sort of undead warrior in that. And then I kind of just found out that you could do vampires. And then when I actually start looking at vampire stuff, I was like, oh my god, this stuff was actually like really fucking cool. And pretty much like from then on, that was where the whole my love of vampires sort of started coming from. It ended up snowballing into after I started being like, oh, okay, so I'm trans. What do I want to have as my screen name, my username? And so I sort of combined with my chosen name, and then vampire, and that's where I get the name Vampire Sophia from. Because it's not even just that I really like vampires, it's like, I actually kind of would want to be one. Like, actually. And the reason I'm explaining this is because this is the standpoint for where it is that I got to where I am with my VTuber. Now, I've also had my own Sona, and while I did use my Sona for a little bit as my VTubing avatar, I eventually did want to have my own model. And with this, when I started planning this out, I was basically focusing primarily on, what was it, the sort of kink stuff that it was I like, because I'm kind of like following what a bunch of the other like fat VTubers and VorTubers they're all doing. A little bit, like in the same vein. And so I worked that in because I have both a berry inflation kink and a weight gain kink. So I figured, why not work those in there like that as well? And so this is where the idea came in from the whole a fat vampire. Particularly because it's like my own Sona is also a little, it's not even like a little, she is actually fat as well. And so I'm carrying that idea over as well. The berry stuff, because I've had that berry kink for a while. That one is also pretty obvious why I have that in there. And so for those, this sort of like helps me narrow down like the type of VTuber that it is I want to be. So this informs me that I need the model to be able to look and be so both like fat, it needs to look like a berry, and then also a vampire. So those will all influence various design choices. And then from there, you can start adding in other little details. So in particular, for me, I also do have a tendency to also particularly enjoy snow and ice stuff, and in particular like snow and ice magic. In combination with this, I'm also Canadian. So snow and ice is also fairly well associated here with Canada. And as such, you can kind of like have those comboing together to sort of be like one is referencing the other. And from this is where I started to get like one aspect of the color palette down. Because I also do like gothic stuff. This is where another part of the color palette came in, and that's why black kind of ends up being the base color for the outfit and the hair. where the white and blue come in, that is in reference to like snow and ice. And then I also ended up throwing in pink in there because, well, I actually do like pink as a color. And then as I'm like sort of talking about this, trying to get all of these ideas down, like figure everything out, I also do talk about this with Maddie a little bit from time to time. And she kind of mentioned that with the pink, blue, and white, it was like I was going for trans colors. And so I just decided, you know what, why don't I just make this actually a thing, and I'll just make that a prominent aspect of the design. Sort of like really combine everything together to make it look like it's a goth trans vampire girl. And then from there, with the actual clothing itself, you kind of actually want the clothing to sort of tell its own story about the character or individual that you're trying to portray. Like, the outfit that you have for a character should be able to say something about a character without anything actually being said. So in particular, when you actually start looking at my character, sort of like the vibes that I wanted to really get that down is that it's very much that obvious, like that fat vampire, that cozy, comfy, the kind of chill vibes and all of this. And that is why when you actually look at the actual outfit design itself, there is some of those elements in there, particularly with, you know, like the jacket, the cardigan. In regards to whether or not I would say to do the color palette or the outfit first, I would actually say get the outfit itself down before you start thinking about colors too much. I would say have a base 3 colors that you would want to work with, 3 or 4, and then try to find some outfits and clothing that would match this, like that sort of color palette, and then you can just sort of like expand out from there. I was thinking along the lines of cosmic horror stuff, funny enough. My first thought was the king in yellow, but red, since I'm a ginger. Because I was working from that as a base as well. Ah, yeah! See, that's actually a pretty good base. Like, work as from a base of what it is you like with that, and then build up from there. And what I actually will recommend as well is try to find a way to combine like multiple elements together. Yeah. Pretty much, when it comes to like creativity, the thing that's gonna make your version or whatever creative is the different combination of elements that combine together to make whatever new thing you are creating.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Isn't Crimson King an SCP? I mean, he's also a JoJo stan. And a band, and a song, and a stand named after said band and song. how much titanium am I gonna need? 2 lithium. Great. Wait, I think I do actually have enough lithium. Because it's just right there. Yes, I do. Another thought I had was basing it off Subnautica. I probably butchered that and made it sound like something very awful. Thank you, Lovecraft, for making that word. In hindsight, I probably should have just said nothing. It's on point. Oh my god. Lovecraft. I swear to God. Yeah, actual Lovecraft moment. Lovecraft's certain beliefs just rearing their ugly head again. Oh, I love that. Never ask the name of Lovecraft's cat. I will take that advice, because I'm pretty sure I already know what it is. The black goat of the forest, mother of 1,000 young.
All systems online.
I'm so full. Oh my god, because of how many people I know that have made that quote with Slither. Like the opposite, which is like, I'm so hungry. That's like the first thing my brain goes to. Fucking Slither. And here's the thing, I've never seen Slither. Not once. That movie fucking traumatized me. Honestly, I cannot blame. Slither is a delightfully fucked up movie. Honestly, that sounds about right. 2, 4, 6, 8. I think that's 9. Actually, I'm not even sure if there would be more titanium down there or stuff to salvage. Maybe over here. Just like smacking into all the fish. Is this going where I think it's going? Well, that's my answer. I just hear the Reaper roar right after I ask the question, as if the Reaper's just like answering my question. Just like, yes, bitch, it is. Oh, there's rubies over here too. I forgot there's rubies over here. And there he is. Fuck. Pretty much. Thankfully, I haven't seen the Reaper, or any Reaper, on the sonar. So, that's pretty much... that's about as good news as you can get. Whoa. The warper just like warped in like the electric thing on me. Like the electric eel. lots of salvage out here, I will say. And you are? Thermal plant power fragment.
New blueprint acquired.
Or a 1216. Okay, that's enough titanium. I can go. Hi, Draco. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Looking nice and full. Oh, indeed. There are 3 ways to describe each modern Doom in terms of everything I know. There's Doom 2016, which is chocolate. Eternal, which is flaming hot. Then there's Dark Ages, which is vanilla. I forgot for a second that titanium was a real-life mineral and not a made-up one. Yeah! Like, it's an actual real thing. It's on the periodic table of elements, too. Same with gold, quartz, copper. It's just the name feels made up. You know what? That is actually entirely fair. Oh, wait, maybe I should have grabbed, some rubies while I was over there. Because then I could, more easily make all the aerogel I need. To be fair, it shares its name with the Queen of the Fae. Ah yes, Titania. And the only reason I even know that is thanks to Final Fantasy XIV. Probably because, unlike Oberon, Titania actually exists in Celtic lore. There we go, that's one of 2 plasteel ingots. I settled on Japanese snow ghost in the end, hence my current name here. Oh. Blame Fate Grand Order. I have had too many idiots trying to claim it's the other way around. You know what? Understandable. Very understandable. Alright, I think that's all the gel snacks I need. It is indeed. Honestly, when I hear Oberon, I think of the Uranian moon first. Oh, because I'm a big fucking nerd. Also very understandable. Right, so I remember I put the vehicle bay up here. There it is.
It is normal when first piloting a prawn suit to feel a sense of limitless power. Prawn operators receive weeks of training to counteract this phenomenon. You will have to make do with self-discipline.
I would have laughed if that actually landed on a reef back.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Well, I think this also now calls to actually make the second moon pool. How'd that happen with the Cyclops? So much wasted time and resources. Yep. Falls on top and then boom, destroyed. Which I think is thankfully something that they're going to be removing fully with Subnautica 2. Because at the very least with the tadpole, unlike with the sea moth, it's not 100% broken and like shattered into several tiny bits. Like the tadpole, even if it's reduced to like 0% health, you can still repair it, thankfully. There's my builder. Honestly, I think this might be how I lay it out or something. Or... that is a good question. How do I want to have this laid out? Maybe like that. Yeah, like that. That's good. So we need 2 glass, and then lubricant and lead. Lubricant's easy to get. And lead I have a bunch of. I would just need to go out and get more titanium. Again. And then what am I missing for the Cyclops? Engine and bridge fragments. That's good. I'm waiting a while before playing it so as to not to get too used to early access mechanics that may change. Honestly, that is very fair. I have played it. I've actually racked up like 40 hours of playtime in 2. And even with just like what's there for like an early access build, it's actually very solid so far. Drill arm, lithium, and then 4 diamonds. Oh my god, I already had the enamel glass. I just missed it. Alright, well, that's all the diamonds. Now, where's the lithium? Do I have any more lithium? So there's my TED Talk. What do you think? Demertermal is flaming hot. It's rich, it's flavorful, but goddamn, I'm a white girl who can't handle spice. Jesus Christ, this is so much. Holy shit. And shitting it out is the least of my concern. You're always on your toes in Eternal. You have to be careful with every move, or you're dead. Ah. Might get back into Stardew. New fat mods are almost ready to go. They are working out the last bugs. Ooh. Honestly, I need to like just make mod my games with like more fat mods in general. Like just more in general. Also looking forward to Persona 3 fat mods. Oh. You know, you say that, and then I was like, I'm looking at like the Fem Joker mod earlier that I was watching from Violet High Tempo when she was playing Persona 5. And she's playing Persona 5 with that, what was it? Yeah, the Fem Joker mod. Can I call myself a Scream fan if I only seen one Scream? I would actually say yes. God, I wish we got the option for more fem MC, for fem main characters in Persona. Yeah, from what I hear, it's very infrequent that there's like fem main characters. Like very infrequent. Like looking to see if there's any titanium I can scavenge from the wreck. I don't think there's gonna be any inside unless it's like way deep in there. We only got a fem main character once, and that was Persona 3 Portable. Oh, so my instinct was correct. It was just the one time. And it's not even because it's just like, yeah, we're just gonna give this as part of like the general game. Nope. Just the PlayStation Portable. Not accounting for Persona 2 Eternal Punishment, where the protag actually is a woman. Oh. Oh, I wanted to get into the sea moth.
All systems online.
Right, where's the entrance to the Jelly Shroom Caves again? I think I see it right there. One of them. Yep, this is one of them. Which reminds me, I do actually want to set up the thermal power plants down here, and then at some point, and then I could just like transfer the power up to the main base with power relays. A girl with a heart cardigan and Persona promo material, that's Maya. Oh. That's magnetite. Come on, lithium. I know you're in here somewhere. Maybe I should also repair the sea moth before she starts taking more damage. Go. The defense upgrade actually coming in handy. There we go. Lithium. So that is everything I need to make the prawn suit drill arm. And that drill arm is going to be quite handy when it comes to actually farming resources, because with a prawn suit and a drill arm, you can actually farm all those big nodes of ore. Finally. So let me just slot this in.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
What is like another stuff that I could actually put into the aquarium here? Did I put down a trash can? I did not. You know, actually, I'm gonna start using the dividers here for the wall. Interior Was it interior modules or miscellaneous? Miscellaneous. So, what's going on with everyone tonight? Oh, let me see. There's get all that in there, and eventually that will just get rid of everything. There we go. Hold on, wait, why was it that I needed lubricant again? Did I actually put the troll on? Oh, wait, it was for something else. The, right, it was the extra moon pool. Oh, I can actually unpin the... I can actually unpin the blueprint for the prawn suit since I do not currently need one. What I am going to do is pin the blueprint for a Seamoth Depth Module Mark III. Which is actually very simple, apparently. Which is just plasteel and rubies.
All systems online.
Tried to roll in bed. It did not go well. What do you mean it did not go well? Did the bed creak and groan? I'm ironing out a new deck for Magic. Oh. AKA, I failed miserably. I mean, that's what tends to happen when you, you know, start making yourself immobile. You know, you tend to start to fail to move. Well, at least the infection isn't at that point where it's progressing. Oh, and there's lithium, like, right here. So at this point, I just need to get enough of the titanium. And then I'm good. Is that silver? That is, in fact, silver ore. Oi! Did one of these sand sharks take a bite out of my sea moth. Apparently it took multiple. Am I still a gamer girl with double D's?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I would say you are. God, I wish I had boots. Mood. Oh, also, because I do notice the timer. The timer's gone way past that. What timer? Oh my god! You know what? Fair point. I should have known you would have had enough points for that.
All systems online.
Thank you for the belly rubs. The hand is so small in the big model. Yeah, it really is. Well, for once, using base model actually will not return the base model. So, the intention for like those for the rest of stream is that it's like they are supposed to be like one and done things. Like that is it for like the rest of stream. Like that is the intention. Yeah, that too. It'd be pretty shit if 10k points was counted by 200. Speaking as a Yu-Gi-Oh player, that doesn't make sense. So you can suck them like a good girl?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh, I'd only grab the one lithium over there. I would need to grab two. Damn it, fat fingers. I mean, we know you definitely have some fat fingers there, hun. Leviathan-class streamer detected in your area. Pretty much. Hey, if anyone has any right to talk about fat fingers, it's me. Oh, that is true, miss. Over 700
All
pounds.
systems online.
I do remember finding the lithium out here, so I should be able to find more lithium. Like, I found one piece of lithium out here, so it's like, there's bound to be more. Over 700 and counting. Exactly. 700 and counting. Listen, I'm a sub, and I'm not ashamed to say it. Honestly, same. I too am a sub, and I'm not afraid to say it. Okay, evidently I misplaced where I found that titanium. Oh, I know. I've seen you both squirm when mommy wants to get feisty. This is true. This is very true. Ah, lithium, right there. I see Maddie's making everybody flustered in chat. Right, depth module upgrade. pretty much just like start adding in a bunch of like decorations. Figuring out like how I want to have this all nice and decorated. It's a dom off. Okay, that actually does look a lot better. Of which, ooh, right, actually, with this, what I can also do... Wonder... Oh yeah, I can also do that. I can put those there, and what I can also do... Come on. Just destroy those. There we go, finally. That took a while. Don't gotta scream if you ain't got a mouth. Exactly. So now the plan should be to grab the last two Cyclops pieces that I'm missing to get the Cyclops blueprint. Meanwhile, Soaps is confused. It's a little bit of like, I am confused as to what's going on and I can't keep up. Especially when I'm like playing the game.
All systems online.
I love how we all just broke into that song. The amazing digital circus meme. Oh, right, that would explain why it's like... Oh, wait, what song? I think out in the dunes is where I can find a couple Cyclops parts. Especially considering there's like a piece of the wreck here. want to have my sea moth on me nearby because, honestly, this thing has the defense mechanism, and I can shock the ever-loving crap out of that thing. If it gets too close. Is there really, like, no way into this wreck? Because it looks like there should be. Oh, yeah, no, there is. Let me just try and confirm where the Reaper is. It's right over there. I'll have the sea moth parked right there. For easy escape access. Oh, I can actually cut through that. Sealed door. Congratulations, all of my friend. Public relations are getting a cleanse. Huh. Oh, power cell charger fragment. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take the titanium from that, too. And that. Ooh! Single wall shelf.
Near blueprint acquired.
I was actually kind of wondering where was the next wreck I could get that actually did have those.
Near blueprint acquired. Near blueprint acquired.
You gonna make a bingo for yourself? If I can, I will. The hard part will be choosing what would go on with the bingo. It's like, actually making it isn't the hard part as much as the just like figuring out what I'm gonna put on there is. Yeah, I was about to say it seems awfully quiet in this part of the world. You know, of the Subnautica world. And I think, yeah, that just drops straight off into the void. Yeah, there's another Reaper. There's gotta be something here. There has to be something related to the Cyclops here as well. Yeah, that's a big chunk of titanium. There's another big chunk of titanium. I might have the song in my shuffle, so I have it remembered pretty well. All I know is that y'all were talking about a song from Amazing Digital Circus. How you're an adorable little sub, and I make everyone in this chat weak in the knees. Yup. That is also one of the things we were talking about earlier, too. They need to make me weak on my knees when they can't even hold me up. That is true. Oh, okay, so there's like another entrance to that over here. It looks like someone look here. Looks like I can explore in that section too. Yes, yes, warpers, I hear you. Ah, here we go, a door. And I'm pretty sure I saw a vent down below as well. Profitability
Integrating new
projections.
PDA data.
Profitability projections. Alright. Oh my god, you tried to warp me. Or he's trying to warp into here. What even is supposed to be in here?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, so I think I've explored enough of the dunes at this point to be... They probably don't have the Cyclops parts I need. Unless I just didn't explore the areas where they would have them. Like, if there are some, there could actually be a couple down here. if any. Which I don't see. Okay, fair enough. Alright, moving on. So pretty much just go on to one of the next biomes. Hope the hell I find the stuff. You're so for real for that. I just want to be praised. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with just wanting to be praised. Ow. Oh, I ran into that. I wonder, can I find any down here? Yep, the music has become suitably ominous. I should also be at least a little careful somewhere around here, because somewhere around here is also a Ghost Leviathan, if my memory is correct. And you don't want to mess with a Ghost Leviathan. They're scary as hell. Hey! Oh my god! Because I didn't hear any sound. I almost ran into it because I didn't hear any sound. Alright, well, it's thankfully going off that direction. Big bitch o'clock! Exactly. It really is just like bitch o'clock. Right, so I think what I am gonna do is I'm probably just gonna find my way back to the Aurora. And then start looking around in that immediate vicinity. Because I know there's parts there. I know there are. The problem was the Reaper Leviathans, which aren't as much of an issue with the defense mechanism. Reminds me of my favorite interaction as of late. Is this a deadlock interaction? Because knowing you, this might be a deadlock interaction. When will it be ready? When it's already o'clock. You know, I'll be surprised if that's not a deadlock interaction. AQW joke. You know what? Fair. So since it looks like it's about to turn daytime soonish, the Seamoth should be able to start recharging its power cells. Because I'm looking at that 42% battery and I'm like, do I want to chance things? Do I really want to chance things? When it's ready o'clock is something of the dev's motto. Oh. That kind of reminds me a bit of like when everybody's kind of like talking about when Cyberpunk would release, back when it was before the release date was actually known and getting delayed.
New blueprint acquired.
And it's kind of just like soon, TM. You know, it's ready when it's ready. And then we all remember the launch of Cyberpunk. It was most assuredly not ready. Because of just how close the sky is. Oh, I thought I had charged that up enough. There we go. Oh, that chased them off. Oh fuck, hello asshole. It didn't jump scare me there that time because, well, I was like actually mostly prepared. The downside to that, it drains a metric fuck ton of power. Thankfully, because it's basically now becoming daytime in-game, I was looking at chat and then looked up. So, Soaps, what do you think? Oh, hold on, I have to go back and read that again. I do my all, and they spit in my face. That's the thing about these humans. They're spoiled. I'm better. I'm the original. They need me. They won't abstract. I won't let them. I am better. I am God. Also, what do I think about what? There's like as a better question. Right, and what do I need to make that? 3 lead, which is easy. Lubricant, which I do have. Thankfully, I do have the prawn suit drill arm, so getting titanium and lithium is not going to be hard. Enamel. The thing I said, the quote I said. Oh, the Amazing Digital Circus quote. Honestly, I think it was good. It's like I can't say much more than that because it's like I'm not
Welcome
a
aboard,
Digital
Captain.
Circus fan myself. But yeah, I'd say it was good. True, I have done roleplay as a mommy before for littles that aren't into switching. Right, which wiring kit was that? Advanced wiring kit. Yeah, okay. Right, I'm actually gonna need a lot more stuff too. Okay, blood oil, that's easy to get. Lithium is easy to get. That's easy to get. Okay, so how much inventory space do I have? I should actually drop off a bunch of this stuff too. Oh, actually, well, some of this I can even make stuff too. Oh, I need glass. I do have enough quartz. It's just here somewhere.
You look like you could use some coffee.
I forgot that's what the coffee maker sounds like with that. You look like you could use some coffee.
Coffee completed.
I'm gonna move that down just a little. There we
You
go.
look like you could use some coffee. Coffee completed.
And of course I could also come here for vending machine to get snacks. Rice snack, potato mix. Not enough space to sit. I'm not saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing. Seriously. How much space does this require? Or is it because it's like too close to... I'm just gonna remove that chair then. Right, so advanced wiring kit needed. Wiring kit, gold, and computer chip.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
You know, maybe it's about time I actually go out and mine some of those larger nodes out there. I just need to remember where they are. I think there's some out this way I remember seeing. Ooh, titanium. Titanium, because you just get titanium from scanning fragments. The big old salt deposit, that's a salt deposit. Thermal plant power reactor. That's what I'm looking for. Silver. I can collect a good amount of silver from here, which is what this is going to allow me to do. I can have enough to basically make 2 of those advanced wiring kits. That's it. Run away. Well, actually, that was not how I wanted to say it, but it's just like, yeah, that's it. Run away. Just like the sand shark, because sand sharks they don't like the drill. They do not like being grounded up. Then again, most things don't. Ooh, there's actually like lots of sandstone outcroppings. So I might be able to get a good amount of gold out here too. And then it just keeps giving me like lead and silver. Of course. There we go. Gold. Come on, pick it up. Pick up the gold. You know, I should just track the advanced wiring kit. That I'm pretty sure it's going to need 4 gold. Just because of what I remember of how much gold I need to make the computer chips. Well, there's a Reaper, but, well, if he does come over here, I'm giving him the old drill. Come on, gold. There we go. So that's 3 gold, right? 3. I actually would like to get a 4th piece of gold. Let me put this in words you might understand, boys and girls.
Oh, they're so round and cute.
Hey, Big Weld! Thank you for the follow. Hope you're having yourself a very lovely evening. Yeah, welcome in. You doing well? You doing good? Oh, wait a minute. That's right. That actually is going to require a lot more gold than I thought. I did not check the advanced wiring kit blueprint there, which requires 2 gold plus the 1 for the computer chip. Oh, how am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. Also, glad to hear you're doing good as well. Oh my god, I don't need more silver at this point. I have a lot of silver already.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh, thank you for the belly rubs. Right, so this will get me 1 advanced wiring kit. Pretty much. Yeah. But do I have enough copper? Yes, I do. Wait a minute. I also have more gold there. Okay. So that's actually going to be less gold than I think I need. But do I have any table coral? That is a good question. I have coral tube, but not table coral. Alright, well, time to go and get some table coral samples. Inventory full. There we go. That should be enough for at least a little bit. Computer chip. Making. Yeah, I'm gonna need like a second one of those to make the full Cyclops. Maybe I should actually drop some of these things off as well, so that way then I have more inventory space, just in general. There we go. If I remember, I do have a couple others of those. Oh, maybe I could actually use the wall shelves for this as well. There we go. So that way then it looks like there's just extras up there. So this just means that in order to get the grapple arm, I just need one titanium, not titanium, lithium, and then I just need to make the benzene oil. Or just benzene. It requires the blood oil. I'm enjoying Doom 2016, it's great. You know, I've had Doom 2016 in my Steam list. I've rarely played it. I think I played it once, and I didn't even get that far into it. Honestly, it's like same with pretty much like same with Doom Eternal. I played it once and I didn't get that far into it. Sounds like I got another thing to bully you about. Hold on, what do you mean by that, Trixie? What do you mean to bully me about? Self doesn't get into things easily. Pretty much. Like, it has to, like, really click with me. For me to be like, yeah, I'll get into this. Oh, would you look at that? Gold. Okay, so that remedies the gold problem just immediately, because there's gold down here. I literally just need to get the grapple system, and I can easily get in and out. The propulsion jet would definitely make that even easier. There's also lots of silver down here. Good to know. Why got interested in Persona 4 Stroke? It's written like a more fucked up Scooby-Doo story. Yep, because by absolute sheer coincidence, I've actually been rewatching What's New Scooby-Doo lately. And might I say, that has been a treasure trove for like songs that were popular in the 2000s, particularly for, like 2000s era like rock and like punk rock. Or more like just 2000s era rock. Just joking. You know, oh, nothing, just much. Just poking your buttons until you get to it. Not gonna stop you from trying. You know what? Respect.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And that is why the grapple arm is actually really good with the prawn suit, because it just offers so much extra mobility and it's just so fun. Yep, that is an unfortunate byproduct of being autistic. If it does not immediately fall into, oh, this looks like something I would like immediately, it's more like maybe. It is like a maybe. could give you $50 to pay to help you get fat, but since you haven't played Doom Eternal, I guess I'll just keep it. Or a byproduct of... I have the opposite brand of neurodivergence. Ah, the kind that wants to get people into things. Or, actually, no, I read that wrong. The kind that's just like, oh, well, this is different. I will try it. The kind that latches onto things very easily. Yes. Oh, I let go of that a little too quickly. There we go. Took a little bit. BRB, I need to pee. Go piss, girl. Exactly. Go piss, girl.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Like, my god, look at all that gold. How much copper do I have left? Exactly none, apparently. Let me put it like this. Creature collectors are a personal favorite of mine, and I have a fucking repository in my Steam library. Yeah, I think what I want to do this is eventually also have another point to connect through here. So that way then that's like two areas that can connect straight to the power rooms. And then, you know, obviously I do also want to have a upper area as well to then also be able to look up. let's see, multiple Digimon games, Chronomon, Lumentil, Koromon, Cassette Beasts, World of Final Fantasy, both Nexomon games, Pokemon, Monster Sanctuary, I think that's a full pile? Not counting the Persona games, since those are a different breed. Honestly, fair. Oh, you know what I should do as well? I should actually get enough quartz so I can actually make one of those connectors. Or the connector for that, second moon pool. And then I actually should get enough titanium to actually make the second moon pool as well. Now that I actually do have the prawn suit. PSA, don't drink piss. Exactly. Or Reginald. Yeah, like genuinely don't drink it unless it's like you've thoroughly boiled it. And I mean thoroughly. Like boiled and filtered it. Why are you people boiling piss? That's the funny thing. I'm not actually boiling any. I'm just taking what I know of, like, survival stuff, and then just, like, applying it there. Ooh, wait a minute. With this, I think I can also actually, like, connect a second route up this way as well. Right, so if I just need 2 titanium ingots... Okay, so I know lubricant is very easy to get, and then obviously I do have more than enough lead. I literally can just like go over here because I know there's titanium deposits. Please do not the piss. Real. Also, thank you for the 1-bit pizza girl Trixie. For the love of God, don't drink my piss. It's not for sale. Leave me alone. Oh my god, now I'm just like imagining that with the whole Akira. Leave me alone! I might as well grab the quartz as well, since I do want to add a few more glass areas to look at it from the base. So that way then it's not just complete, like, solid wall only. Now I just need to remember, where were the titanium deposits at here again? I know they were out here, just where? That's silver. Oh my god, that's more silver. Can I just get titanium, please? That's salt. That's more salt. It's like, apparently I can't find titanium. Maybe it's because it's dark and night. That might be why. So that's salt and quartz. That's just silver. I mean, I'll take metal salvage. Any little bit for extra titanium will go a long way. There's already one titanium ingot. Okay, how much do I have? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. And then I find the titanium deposit. Well, may as well grab it while I'm here. Wait, hold on. What are you guys like looking for again? What type of a game was it? Is it a game? No more room in the vehicle. Oh, inventory full. Damn.
Calorie intake
Trying to figure out what game Ginger is thinking of. Oh my god, I suctioned onto a fish. There we go, physics abuse. Fish. You know what that means? Fish. So which one of us is the amazing digital circus character? Oh, that is a good
Welcome aboard,
question.
Captain.
Seek fluid intake.
There we go. I know I have enough water in the base because... Here. This guy.
Vital signs stabilizing. Vital signs stabilizing.
There we go. And that is why having all of that is so very important when you're doing a survival playthrough. Into the mines! Well, I guess it's time to diggy hole. Right, so I just make the lubricant. Ancient memories of the Yogs cast, yeah. Minus 1.4. Well, shoot. Well, guess I better make one of these silicone rubber here fast. There's my repair tool. Well, I gotta go around fixing my base because I was basically just stupid. Come on, how many more can there be? Why is everything flooded? Basically, I was a little stupid and did not check actual hull integrity. So now I pretty much just like have to go run around the base and try and find spots to repair. Which is now probably going to be firmly in this section. In the power.
Hull integrity restored.
It was the last one.
Draining systems initiated.
There we go. I'll just grab enough for another one, because I know that's what these give too. You can kind of see the draining system. It is taking a while just because of how much water is overall in here. So it's going to take a minute for everything to drain out, but eventually everything is going to drain out of the base. Water inflation? Pretty much.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems
Oh
online.
yeah, because now I have the 2 moon pools. I can just dock this here. And now I can actually just dock
Welcome aboard,
prawn suit
Captain.
here. Right, did the table need quartz or glass? Glass. That's what I needed. Right, so what's next on what it is I can do? I'll leave those closed up for now, just because there's really nothing for where it goes to for the time being. Unfortunately, I cannot actually put any bulkheads here, seeing as, well, they're not connected via hallways. Well, at least the normal hallways like this. Oh, you know what I might actually do later on is I might modify the interior of this section to be just like the general work area. And then through here, what I'm going to have is have this sort of be like the leisure and recreation area. So that way then I can have this be multi-tiered. And this could have like one giant tank in the middle. And then, well, obviously then I can also have like another one of these connectors connect up over to here into the power section. And then I'm trying to also think here. Maybe the second area will have like one room that will also be for... Or do I want to just make this like a three-tiered room? That actually might be the way to go. And then I can just like fortify the bottom one with a lot more hull reinforcements. Second one can have a couple of windows, but like a couple windows, maybe some wall planters, and then a couple hull reinforcements. Then on the third one is more windows and that kind of stuff. And then I can pretty much just like remove this room here. And maybe this room as well. And maybe I could also have like another what was it? Foundation over this way.
30 seconds.
Ow!
Oxygen.
Oh my god, I kept misclicking there. Holy Christ.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
That takes a while to refill oxygen. Yeah, maybe having foundation as well over here on top of, like, underneath here. This actually might be a good idea as well, so that way then there's like a lot more support for these areas. I actually do plan to put a lot more of like hull reinforcement, particularly in this section, because this is going to be the entire power area. Also, thank you for the belly rubs. And welcome in, Archmages. Hope you're doing well. Now, if I want to get the jump jet upgrade, then maybe it actually might be worth going down into the Lost River. Although, actually, wait.
All systems online.
Maybe I should get water first as well. Because if you look at the water bar, it's like a half. I say that, and then there's like a water bottle I have in the inventory. Go, I'll have those charging, and those should be good by the time I get back. Okay. Now it's about time to start heading down to the
All
Lost River.
systems online.
Because I do want to get the crystalline sulfur, and I do want to get that nickel. And if my memory of the map is right, there should be one right down here. Well, at least an entrance to the Lost River. So glad I finally have a partner, even if it's more maternal than sexual. Hell yeah! Happy for you. she is right. Not all of them need to be sexual. Nor are all of them are. Every relationship is different. I mean, look at all of the asexual people out there.
Local scans show a nearby opening, leading to a biome with extensive fossilized remains.
Like, a lot of, like, ace people can have, like, really fulfilling relationships, and they don't have, like, and it's usually not even, like, sexual either. Oh, okay, so it's that entrance to the Lost River. Okay. That is actually going to be surprisingly easy to get the Cyclops in and out. Because I don't need to get through anything. And I can get down here without even having to go through... I guess Leviathan. And this is like one of the many fossils you can find down here of ancient extinct Leviathans from this planet. And given by the alien architecture, certainly looks like the aliens that were here were studying this particular fossil. And if we just follow this line, this little piping and what appears to be, you know, a wire, there's a little facility right here. Now it does require a tablet. Now I do have one back at the base, but I would rather craft a replacement first before actually using that one. There's crystalline sulfur. I don't know if it's like... I don't think it's... Yeah, that's not a good idea. Is it? Can I get it anywhere outside of that brine? Oh, there's another fossil. Yeah, there's a bunch of ghost rays down here as well. Oh wait, yeah, that actually goes up to the Grand Reef. So I actually want to go in the other direction. That is where we just came from. So we go this way. There should be... Yep, there's a nice big opening over here. And unfortunately, there's a ghost Leviathan. And it's right here.
Terrain scans indicate this biome contains unusually high concentrations of organic and fossilized remains.
Yeah, and this is the fossil of the gargantuan Leviathan. I honestly... Whatever just screamed, honestly real, I feel like that too. That is probably the ghost Leviathan you probably heard. It's either that, or one of these little fuckers. Nope. That's Ghost Leviathan. That's Ghost Leviathan. Yeah, like, honestly, like, the sound design, particularly for, like, the Ghost Leviathans, are... Oh, they're great. Like, sound design-wise, they really, like, live up to their name of Ghost Leviathan. And we're still not done finding more fossils here. Sea dragon skeleton. Head trauma. Meaning that the reason that this animal likely died was because of head trauma. Calcium decay suggests an approximate time of death 1,000 years ago. Bone growth suggests the creature was in the egg-laying stage of its life cycle. Sizable bonk. Yep, a sizable bonk indeed. Now, given the fact that this thing likely died of head trauma, this would also mean that what caused the head trauma would also be nearby. And there just so happens to be another alien facility right over this way. And when you look at it here, it looks like it was dislodged from where it
This
once
alien
sat.
structure appears to have collapsed to the sea floor.
As you can quite clearly hear, I heard that as bong. Sizable bongs are great too. Indeed.
Detecting an alien broadcast, linguistic analysis reads, "Caution, hazardous materials and life forms contained within."
Oh my god, I didn't know you could actually get that far down to be like close enough to actually hear the sea dragon. Holy Christ. Unless it was just like a weird glitch. Huh. Alright, so I am actually still looking. I'm now actually looking for the entrance proper. And here it is. Spooky. Spooky indeed.
Interior walls in this section are substantially reinforced, indicating the designers were seeking either to keep something out or contain it within. Whatever their intention, it clearly failed.
Whatever their intention, they clearly failed. You know, giving lots of reassurance there, PDA. So that back there is a data node. And I can always come back down here to get it when I actually have the, when I actually do have the tablets needed. Sea Dragon Egg. So, Sea Dragon Leviathan Egg. And given the fact that we can already tell that the Sea Dragon skeleton we found had died of head trauma and was in the egg-laying stage of its life cycle, we can hazard to guess that these two areas are likely connected to each other. Evil, fucked up baby Jill. Yeah.
Integrating new PDA data.
And this data report here will confirm it. Leviathan detected at facility perimeter closing at high speed. Exterior anchor cable impacted with massive force. Exterior anchor system buckling. Facility sinking. and then it collides with the sea floor. And then there was a breach in the containment unit that held Leviathan eggs. And it was this moment where they decided to enact Planetary Quarantine Protocol. Infected individuals may not leave the planet. So what ended up happening here? 100 years in gay baby jail.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Well, in this case, it's more like 1,000 years. So what ended up happening here is they were studying all manners of creatures here, and in particular this Leviathan egg. And then apparently the baby mama was very angry about that and came and attacked the facility, which is where it got its head trauma from. Because that Leviathan skeleton, the sea dragon one we found, that was the one that did this to this facility. River Prowler. I can mostly dodge that thing. I do want to get the scan if I can. I really should have just brought med packs with me, but thankfully I do still have some back at the
Residual
base.
biological evidence suggests indigenous life forms were brought to this location and subjected to intensive study. Data pertaining to the bacterium is being downloaded. Caution. Detecting atypical fluctuations in blood plasma proteins. A self-scan is strongly advised.
Well, I suppose that the PDA says we should probably do that.
Self-scan complete. Bacterial infection has spread to the skin and pulmonary system. Medical report recorded to data bank. It is imperative you find a way to neutralize the infection.
And then... now we're getting those green glowing pustules on our skin. And we can actually start looking at all of this. Warper parts. So essentially... the warpers... they are self-warping quarantine enforcement units. Oh, we're infected. We are indeed. And what we found here is the warpers. Essentially what the warpers are, they are here to enforce the quarantine and to kill any infected individuals that cannot be cured. Or at least so what the aliens think. It's not so much that we cannot be cured as much as it is, well, the aliens that built this facility wanted to be thorough. Can we cure ourselves?
30 seconds.
Yes, we can. We can indeed cure ourselves. Right, so which way was... the way I needed to go? Actually, I think I came in through the other side. Yes, so the cure for the infection comes pretty much like very much late game. came from this way, right? Yes, I did. Because I recognize the gargantuan Leviathan skeleton. Well, he hasn't spotted us, so I'll just continue on my merry way. That is the nickel we're looking for. So I need to just find 2 of these, and I can actually make the jump jets. Jump jet upgrade, actually. What the jump jet upgrade will allow me to do, this allows me to have more force behind the jump action, the jump feature of the prawn suit, thus enhancing mobility even further. It's why it's actually a very... It is probably one of the better upgrades for the prawn suit, if not like one of the best ones, because of just how good it is with that. I got booped. Oh, almost ran into a wreck of the Aurora. At least I'm pretty sure that's an Aurora wreck piece. Wait, what's in here? Did I get this piece? I think... No, I didn't. I can get a little titanium out of this. Wait, what about here? This one too? Ah! Yes. That sand shark was just like... He was like... Just like... He apparently really wanted to dig his head into that wall. Pretty much what I want to just do right now is just head on back to the base and heal up a bit, and then maybe the next time I can actually start venturing a bit further into the Lost River.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Hopefully even actually find some more crystalline sulfur. Oh, right, no, I put the medical part over here. Wait a minute, a radio message? actually, maybe, I'm gonna let that play out with the ad, because honestly, it's pretty close to the end of stream. Maybe it's better just let that play. Maybe not. Yeah, I'm just gonna snooze the ads then. Of which, yeah, I think that actually is probably where we'll end it for tonight. But first, I will actually see if I can. Oh, wrong one. If there's somebody to raid. So let's see who's on. Oh wow, there's like nobody that I follow that's on right now. Hot damn. Um okay, so with that, does anybody have any actual recommendations for a raid if Sarzak? I'm not familiar with them. I'm not even sure if they're into this kind of stuff. I don't know. It just feels weird to rate somebody that's like I don't know if they're actually in this sort of like community and all that. I mean like in general, like the expansion stuff. Like, fat and all that too. Yeah, it's like I actually don't know. Honestly, I think this might end up being one of those nights where it's just like I don't know if there's anybody that I would raid or would actually feel like I could raid. Or maybe it's just ballets. I'm not entirely sure. Honestly, I think I am just going to end the stream without doing a raid then, because if there's nobody that I feel like I would feel comfortable doing the raid into, then it's probably better to leave it here. I don't know. Maybe that's just like the autism kicking in with like not comfortable with people I'm unfamiliar with, because like that could also just be that too. Anywho, thank you everybody who all came on out tonight.